Hi, my friends. It's so good to see you again. Miss W here, along with my dog Teddy. Say hi, Teddy. Hi. We're here today to talk about music for spring. Spring is such a great time of year. Flowers come up and birds come back, and everything turns green. Today we're going to talk about a very, very special composer named Antonio Vivaldi. Now, Antonio Vivaldi wrote a song called Spring, and he didn't use any voices. He used just instruments. How cool is that? What are some instruments that you think Vivaldi would have used in his song Spring? Wow, those are all really good ideas. I think maybe he'll use some violins. I love the violin. Now, Antonio Vivaldi was a composer. He wrote music. That's what it means to be a composer. Now, Antonio Vivaldi, if he was a superhero, he might look something like this. How cool. Let's learn a little bit about Antonio Vivaldi. Well, Antonio Vivaldi had many V's in his lifetime. He was born in Venice, Italy, and he was an excellent violinist. For many years, Vivaldi taught music at an all-girls school in Venice. Vivaldi had red hair, and as a fashionable man back then, he often wore a wig and a red cape. How cool is it to get to wear a red cape? I wish I could wear a red cape. He loved to write music, perform, and travel, and Vivaldi composed a beautiful piece called The Four Seasons. In this composition, each of the four seasons is a violin concerto, which features a violin with a small orchestra. Wow. Each concerto musically described a season: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Do you remember what season we're going to talk about today? That's right, spring. When he was older, Vivaldi left Italy and spent the last months of his life in another V city, Vienna, which is the capital of Austria. Vivaldi could play many notes fast and furiously on the violin. And once a little girl at the school was hiding outside Vivaldi's room listening. She thought that on the other side of the door, Vivaldi was a superhero with super fingers and toes playing two violins at once. Wow, how cool. So Vivaldi is kind of like a superhero of music. How awesome is that? If you're interested in reading more from this book, Zap Boom Pow, take a look. It's got all sorts of cool, fun superheroes in it of music. We'll talk more about them later. But let's keep talking about Antonio Vivaldi. Now, when you think about music for spring, what are some things that you think about? Oh, you think it might be fast? Uh-huh. That means the tempo would be quick, right? Because tempo is the music word for speed. Oh, and you think it might be forte? Good idea. Forte is the music word for loud. Do you think maybe sometimes it would be piano or quiet? Sometimes it might be. Yeah, those are all really good ideas. Well, next, we're going to do an activity, and we're going to have to move around a little bit. So you're going to have to use your listening ears and your wiggly springtime bodies to participate. Are you ready? Okay, let's go.